my daughter and took her to an MD there, but he studied in Mexico, got his MD, and then he came to Colorado and got his homeopathic certification. And he just like he had these remedies for her. He gave her probiotics, he gave her homeopathic tablets, and she was like healed in moments. It's just amazing. So I had to realize I had to humble myself and say, you know what, Western medicine has its limits and I need to learn. And so I did. And so I went on a trek. I studied everything I could by MDs who were able to integrate their medicine, learning about nutrients, herbs, of course, encouraging healthy lifestyle. And about 7 years ago, I started my oil journey. And so I was using it for all my family, loved it with it, but I just didn't know how to incorporate it into my practice and to share with others because it was so hard to recommend oils. There's so many oils on the market that were adulterated and were causing issues with others. I knew doTERRA was the best. It's just because of the way that it's like directly sold or marketed to people, I didn't feel comfortable with that. And so Tina last year took me to a convention and I was blown away because there were all these doctors teaching their protocols, MDs, veterinarians, sharing the science behind the oils. And it just helped me to feel more excited about it, more secure. And then also Tina was saying, stop being so selfish and keeping it for yourself and using it for your family. You need to share it with others. And so I started sharing with my family, my patients, and seeing just wonderful stories of healing and just seeing people. It's just awesome. So today we are going to focus on stress, sleep, and emotions. And if we can lower stress, encourage true, deep, and restful sleep and healthy emotions, we can actually help and aid in the resolution of so many other different illnesses. So I want you to think, maybe you can write it down, what top problems that you're having right now. So how often are you aware of being stressed in your daily life? From a level of 0 to 10, 0 is like, you're fine, not even stressed at all. I think that's impossible, but living in LA, but 0 to 10, what is this a problem in your life? 10 is like, it's just, you can't function. So how concerned are you about the quantity and quality of your sleep? So 0 to 10. And then how frequently do your emotions feel so difficult to manage? So 0, nothing, 10 most. So just think about it. You can also go to your chat and to the chat. And then I think, I'm not sure if, I know Dr. Tina's here, she's a pediatrician. I don't know if Dr. Lamb's on right now, he's an oral surgeon. He often chimes in, but we have a lot of other people chiming in that probably know more about oils than we do. Because for me, I have, for instance, I do have stress. So I always have my adaptive with me, constantly rubbing it and all that. But sleep is not an issue for me, and emotions are not really an issue for me. So my patients or my friends or people that are here today, I think that they can probably share with you even better than I, because they know from personal experience. I can share you their experiences, but there's a lot of awesome chat stuff that goes on. So please feel free to start chatting on the side. Okay, so I'll give you that moment. I think Dr. Linda, she's here. She's a neonatologist. And then who else is there? There are, let's see, Dr. Penny. There's a lot of doctors. We happen to just have a lot of doctors in our group, which is awesome. But please ask anyone, because like I said, even people who are not doctors, they have so much more information from firsthand experience. And just studying. They're studying books. I mean, there are huge textbooks on this stuff. So please ask away. Okay. So let's start with this. Okay. Sorry, I'm not good at this. Oh, am I going too far? Okay. So let's talk about the hypothalamus. So the hypothalamus is a tiny control brain, and when you are stressed, it sends a lot of out stress hormones, and these stress hormones tell your your adrenal glands to pump out all this cortisol, adrenaline, noradrenaline. It's to protect you. Like if you're in time of war and famine, and or you need to run away from that bear who's attacking you, you need all that blood sugar to like flow through your body and the adrenaline to get your heart pumping, your muscles to contract. So I mean, that's great if you're running, but if you're sitting there, you're going to get all sorts of pain and muscles cramping and everything. And then your immune system is going to tank because it's not time to fight off infection. It's time to run away from the bear. And then it's also not time to have babies. So you'll get all this hormonal imbalance. And so when this goes on frequently and prolonged over time, it brings devastating effects, not only on your mind, but on your body. So symptoms of chronic stress is irritability, anxiety, depression, headaches, insomnia, poor immune function, increased blood pressure. So 70% of the problems of sleeping are related to psychophysiological issues. The other 15% may be environmental. I don't know if you're exposed to mold or allergens or whatnot, and 15% medical. And for instance, increased cortisol levels that are, hypothalamus tells your adrenals produce cortisol, and now your melatonin levels tank. Cause like, yeah, if you're supposed to be hypervigilant because, someone's about to like attack you, you don't want to be sleeping. You want to be awake and ready. So your melatonin levels tank, and that's what you need. That's one of the many things you need to promote restful sleep. Okay. So sleep. This is a slide that just shows simple solutions. A nightly regimen could be a Serenity soft gel at night. It calms your nervous system, promotes healthy relaxation and sleep. It has a variety of things, including L-theanine, but oils too, that just kind of help you to calm down. And then if that's not enough, you might want to add a Copaiba soft gel. And you could actually have one or two of each to sleep. Some people, one is not enough. Maybe you have to do two or two of each, depending again on how revved up you are. Now, Serenity soft gels, if you're having issues, if someone has like PTSD or ADHD, they can even use Serenity during the day. That's like really like hardcore agitation and adrenaline. And I mean, they may be able to take it during the day, but maybe if someone's not dealing with that much, then taking Serenity just, that'll knock them out. I mean, Copaiba, you can take it during the day and night. Most people who take Copaiba, I mean, I have a stressful life, so I take it during the day and I'm just fine. Some people who take it, they actually feel sleepy. It's something that regulates your hormones, so you can take it in the morning and at night. And then it just prepares your body to sleep. So in the morning, it can actually give you a little energy, a little focus. And at night, it helps you to sleep. It just tells your body how to, to do the right thing. This is here on the side is an alternative nightly regimen. It's adaptive soft gels and Copaiba and Yarrow Palm. Yarrow Palm, you're like, wait a minute. If you know about Yarrow Palm, it's a part of a collection for beautiful skin. So obviously sleep is good for beautiful skin, but it also has Melissa in it, which is great for viruses. But in this case, we're using it to calm you down. Melissa is also known as lemon balm. It's very relaxing. It's amazing. So it's in the Yarrow Palm, also pomegranate and yarrow, which is a flower is in there as well. Among other things, it's a jam-packed thing. It has vitamin C and zinc. It's really good to use during this time of pandemia and all that, because it's just so immune boosting. Sleep is immune boosting as well. So, okay, we'll go to the next slide. Now this slide is a slide of a hibernation rollerball that you can make. You can combine 20 drops of each of these oils in a rollerball. So I don't know if Tina, if you have a rollerball, let's see, do I have a rollerball handy? Well, this is this is my adaptive rollerball, but right here, you can buy empty ones of these and you can just fill, so 20 drops of each in there and then fill the rest up with fractionated coconut oil. And you can rub it onto your feet, your big toe, your heart is really great if you have heart palpitations or if you have high blood pressure. It's a great place to place it. In the palms of your hands and just take Deep breaths, put it on your pillow, and you could do your box breathing, your 4 seconds, breathe in, hold it for 4 seconds, breathe out for 4 seconds, and hold it. And again, so do that box breathing, and that'll help you prepare for sleep. So I'll go through each of them and why these are chosen for this beautiful hibernation rollerball. So frankincense, it's prized for soothing and settling the mind and eases hyperactivity. And if you know, frankincense is the oil that they gave Jesus. And it's also an oil that's used a lot in Orthodox and Catholic churches for meditation. It is, it reminds me too, of the verse that says, "Be still and know that I am God," because sometimes we think we're God and we try to put all the pressure on ourselves to do everything. And that is impossible. We are not God. We didn't create the heaven and earth, so we don't have that power to take care of certain things that are beyond our control. And that to me is something that you have to do as well. You need to realize when there's a heavy emotion that you're having of stress. Like for instance, I have some patients who are like so stressed out. Their family in Mexico is sick and they can't visit them because of the whole COVID thing. And they're just like stressed out. So I just remind them, yes, you there is something you can do. You can pray, you can give that to God. And that is a huge relief. I know there's my favorite verse, Philippians chapter 4, verse 4-7 is, "Do not be anxious about anything, but in everything with prayer and petition and thanksgiving, with thanksgiving, present your request to God, and the peace of God that transcends all understanding will guard your hearts and minds in Christ Jesus." So that to me is one that I really hold dear to, and I kind of give it as a prescription for those of my patients who are of the Christian faith or who believe in that. It's so nice because basically you just you present your request to God with thanksgiving. So you just petition. Yeah, you just think of all the things. I have them list 10 things that they're thankful for. That just kind of brings you from here to here. No matter what, there's always something to be thankful for. List 10 things and then petition. So anything that you're worried about, give it to God. He's God. He can take care of it. We can't. That kind of takes the pressure off, and it gives you some power, because sometimes you do feel helpless, and that really helps take a load off. So you just list and petition. So this frankincense reminds me of that. And there's also another amazing verse. It's in 1 Peter chapter 5, verse 6. It says, "Humble yourselves, therefore, under God's mighty hand, that he may lift you up in due time. Cast all your anxiety on him because he cares for you." So again, just humble yourselves. You're not God. Just, give that care to him. It doesn't help you to worry about it. In fact, worry causes a lot of issues. A lot of issues. You can't sleep. You're mentally, it's just really draining, and physically it's draining. So vetiver is a natural tranquilizer, and it stops that mind chatter. And so it's been shown to help people who have sleepwalking. So their mind is still going. So sleepwalking, sleep eating, vetiver is really great for that. Bergamot, it calms agitation and stress, and it's a natural sedative. So this is one to keep by your bedside. I don't know if there are any kids here, but you might want to close their ears for a little while. But bergamot is also known as the instead of the scream cream, but it's really good for female orgasm. And so you can use it there, and it's edible. So that's another thing, but it's just really good to have at your bedside. You just dilute it with coconut oil. So, and then also for sexual pleasure, it's really important to get, a lot of it's in the mind. And so sometimes you cannot enjoy anything if you're like constantly stressed. And so that will help you, to prepare you for that, and then also to sleep. So bergamot is a really great thing to have at your bedside. And then Roman chamomile. This is a really good, can open up the kids' ears. Roman chamomile is really good for newborns, babies. It's, edible. So think about chamomile. It's calm and relaxing. It soothes and clears the mind. So for instance, chamomile tea, everyone knows té de manzanilla, right? Chamomile tea is great, and I recommend it a lot. It's part of siete azares, or the 7 blossom tea that's found. But remember, 1 drop of chamomile essential oil is like drinking 28 cups of the chamomile tea. So it is edible. You could put it under your tongue, but for babies, I would just rub it on the bottom of their feet, and You can diffuse it too. But again, this is the hibernation rollerball. Those are different ways of using these oils if you decide to get them. Now this is the mood matrix, and you might want to take a screenshot of it. Takes a little time to wrap your head around, but basically it's just some ideas that you might have. So I don't know if you've ever heard of tired but wired. So people who are stressed for long periods of time, they just are spent. And so they're tired, but they can't slow down. And so if you look on the left side, you see no peace. If you don't have any peace, you might want to consider
you need suctioning
or balance. Sorry, I will unmute everyone. That's okay. Serenity or balance. So serenity is
hold on.
Composing and placating. This is the oil that we used for my dad when he was in the hospital and the nursing home. We would rub it on.
Yeah, lots of secretion.
And literally, all the nurses would want to come to the room and apply the oils. I was so thankful for those nurses. They liked to go into the room because they felt once they went into the room, they were like transported.
Yeah, you had a
I wanted to be with my dad, and because they have
a very fast
in work, right? And so they have so many patients to take care of, but they just wanted to go to him and apply the oils on him because they just felt like so calm and serene. And so that was beautiful. And then my dad, my sister and I called it sleepy juice. We put it on and then he could just go to sleep, and he was so happy. We prayed and he went to sleep. So it was really nice. And then there's balance, which is amazing. It's grounding, reassuring, and consoling. This is really, really good if you're feeling stressed. It just kind of grounds you. There's a lot of like tree oils in a lot of things, and in balance and serenity. And then finally, like if you're feeling like no passion, you might need a little uplifting. And if you're feeling really fatigued, you might need a little uplifting. So that's citrus bliss. It's invigorating, stimulating, motivating, has citrus, a lot of the citruses in there. And it's just a happy creamsicle oil. So this is not ingestible, but it's just really, truly amazing. And you would want to diffuse it topically and use it topically as well. And then there's elevation. If you are stressed out, this is a really good one to have, but if you need some passion, some excitement. Inspiring, encouraging, cheering. Now, I kind of want to talk about like things that you can memorize. So citrus is always known, round. I heard this at a convention. I thought it was so awesome. Citrus are round and bright, right? That's the citrus fruits, lemon, orange, grapefruit, they're round and bright. And so then just remember that makes you happy, bright colors, round, it's like happy and round and fun, right? So grab your citruses when you're feeling blue and when you're feeling out of energy, and give yourself some of that. But you can, and okay, so that's one. Next is trees. Trees are so solid and strong and rooted. And so that's something, if you're feeling all over the place and you just can't get grounded, you pick up a tree oil. And so frankincense is a tree, copaiba is a tree, whole wood is in the serenity, I believe. And there's cypress, and all of the tree oils are very grounding. So, and then they didn't mention it in here, but the flower oils are flowers are beautiful. When you look at a flower, you just feel like, oh, peace. So that's something, if you're feeling just like you need to stop and smell the roses, do it, because there's roses on sale this month. So rose and all the floral oils can help you with those emotions. Okay, now this is the adaptive collection and one of my favorites. So you have your adaptive rollerball so that it's handy and you keep in it wherever you go, which is what I do. I think I keep several of them all over the place. And so you just roll it on your carotids, on your spine, on your wrist. Definitely have to inhale it. Takes you to another world. This is a system. It comes with capsules, which is not the same as the oil. The oil is not edible, but it does have GABA in it. It has ahi flower, and it has a blend of oils and herbs that help you to focus. If you're struggling with ADHD or autism, things like that, agitation, these things might be helpful because kind of calms calms you down. It's really good for studying. So if you really want to focus and do well on a test or a presentation, you need adaptive and the adaptive capsules. And then this is the rollerball. This is the same oil as here, but this one has coconut oil and diluted. This one is nice to diffuse. So if you want exposure for long periods of time, just get your diffuser, put a couple of drops in there and diffuse. So, and then you might want to take a picture of this. This is a diffuser blend recipe. And so again, it's what you love. Try them out, smell them, because I love adaptive. So that's what I always get. Wild orange, I love as well. Forgive, balance, and breathe. These are good. Balance, wild orange. So these are 3 drops of balance and 3 drops of wild orange, and you can put them in your diffuser. If you can, I don't know if you guys have it near you, but if you can go grab your oils right now, I mean, that's great. Hopefully they're smelling them, put them and see, you know, how they make you feel if you're feeling a certain way. The cool thing about it is,
my basket.
the thing I love
My
about
baskets are in there.
it's fast. It's fast. Within 2 seconds, it's in your brain, affecting that hypothalamus, shutting down the amygdala. That's sending the hypothalamus messages. That's sending your poor little adrenal glands that are overworking your adrenal glands. It happens in very fast, and so your neurotransmitters like just can shut up in that moment. Now the after effect may take a little while, but you can really lower your heart rate pretty fast just using adaptive, and your blood pressure as well. So that's why if you're dealing with emotions, you always aromatherapy has to be a part of it. But of course I use topical too, because then that's going into your system, into your cells, into your glands, and that takes a few more minutes than that. And then every cell in your body, it will go intracellularly and helps you. All these things are also beneficial, not just by helping your emotions, because of course, if your emotions are better, your immune system is going to be stronger. But actually, a lot of these oils are very good for your immune system just directly, because they go in the cells, and a lot of them block like viral replication. So, and bacterial replication too. So, it improves your immune function. Okay, this is an example. Most of you who I invited, maybe actually this time I kind of blast invited. This is the first time I kind of did this, kind of got challenged to do so. So I blast invited people on my Facebook and Instagram. And then I think this text thing that I have that's automatic and goes out, it's probably going out right now because I just figured out how to do it. So some people might be popping on this video a little late. So basically this is a sample wellness box. It's an automatic order that you can place, and you can kind of pace yourself. And the reason why you would want to do, it's called an LRP, loyalty rewards points, is because you want, you love the oils, but you want to get free stuff, and I'm all about free stuff. So I always get the free oil of the month, which this month is clove, which has all of its crazy benefits. And also you get free credits. So I'm at the point where 30% of all my PV, like every one of these oils have some PV, I get 30% back in points. So I get like a ton of free oils. And but when you just start, the first time you start, it's like 10% back. So like if you just started doTERRA and you got your LRP the next month, you would get 13 points back, or $13 worth back. So this is just an example you can put together. Oh, sorry. You can have adaptive. This is a set. It's an adaptive collection. So it's cheaper if you buy the entire collection together. Then you can throw in some wild orange, maybe a copaiba, soft gel, and balance. And that would hit your 125 PV to get the free oil of the month if you buy before the 15th. And then you get free product credits. So, and then also I wanted to mention some other ideas, because this month is a unique month, and it has all these cool promos. So this just came out this month. It's crazy. So I want to focus on the mindness and mood kit. I mean, you can think about the immunity kit and the relief kit later, but mind and mood kit is made for someone who's dealing with stress or emotions, or if you have a family member with having issues studying and getting good grades and stuff like that. So mind and mood kit is really cool, and I'll show you what that is in just a second. Also the free with 200 PV order, that's the new thing this month. It's random. Sometimes they'll have a 200 PV bonus. So if, let's say you placed an order of 200 PV today, then like, and you enrolled or you got an LRP with some other stuff and you got 200 PV, you would get all these rollers, all these oils for free. You get peppermint, digest zen, and tamer and calmer. And I wanted to talk to you too about the gut. So obviously, you know that if your emotions are messed up, there's this thing called IBS, irritable bowel syndrome. And so it's part of that whole fight or flight thing. When your body, you know, your amygdala goes off, sends message to hypothalamus, hypothalamus sends message to your poor little adrenals, they're overworking and you're freaking out. Well, you're sending all your blood supply to your muscles, your heart, your, you know, brain that just like trying to focus and fight. So this is not good. You take all your circulation takes off and it does not, you have poor circulation in your intestines at that point. So that's why IBS occurs. You either have really bad diarrhea, constipation, your intestines stop working. So it's a vicious cycle because when your intestines don't work well, guess what? Intestines are very linked to your immune system, your emotions. So tamer is something that you can put on your stomach and it's really good for digestion. I would throw in some probiotics too, because I don't know, there's all these new studies that are showing that good, proper bacteria balance, probiotics in your intestines also affect your mood. So that's another thing. And then calmer is also something that you can like give to your kids before you want them to wind down, or if they're just like hyperactive or something's going on, you know. This is a kid's line, although adults can use it, and maybe even seniors too, because if they're skin sensitive, these are a little more diluted, but they're great for even just adults. So, and then this is the free oil of the month. We talked about that. And then Rose, it's 15% off this month. And this is an amazing, amazing oil. Rose is so good, again, for peace, really good. You can roll it over your adrenals, your ovaries for hormonal health, and just inhale it. It's very emotionally soothing. Then there's, okay, so I kind of wanted to talk to you about, oh, you know what, I wanted to talk to you about this, another really good thing for, beautiful blend. So if you at night are grinding your teeth and that's causing issues, this is really good for sleep, a really good night's sleep. If you're waking up with a headache or jaw pain, this one, I know it's for hydration and good for your skin. It just smells so wonderful. But if you rub it on your jaws at night, it'll help you to just wind down and sleep. And yeah, if you're feeling that jaw tension and pain at night and when you wake up in the morning, this might help. So that might be something else you want to throw in there. And then finally, I wanted to show you how it looks, that whole mind and mood kit, because so this is my box, or Iram's box, because I don't really have an account. This is my husband's box. Okay, so this is, I just wanted to mind, let's see. Oh, you know what? Let me go back. Let's see. Oh, here we go. So this is the new wellness programs. And this is the Mind and Mood Wellness Program that I wanted to talk to you about. So it's really cool. So if you put this in your LRP for like this month, for instance, automatically next month, it'll open up your ability. It'll put it in your wellness, your LRP, a Mind and Mood Wellness Kit number 2. And then after you order that, I mean, you don't have to do it. You can cancel it or change it, and then it'll unlock it so that someday you can get the kit 2. And then that will unlock, if you get the kit 2, then it'll unlock kit 3. And it's like a kind of a better deal each time. But in this kit, which is the current one that you would start with, it has balance, as we talked about, and it's cool because it has balanced deodorant too, which has no chemicals. And so a lot of the chemicals that we use kind of mess our neurotoxins and also hormone disruptors. And so you want to stay away from regular scented, any fragrance of any type, like Bath and Body Works, avoid that at all costs. Adaptive, it has the capsules, and it has your adaptive rollerball. And then remember, if you unleash the second kit has bath salts. Oh, which reminds me. So if someone's struggling with ADHD, autism, all those things, or even just issues with inflammation of the brain, some people, there are theories in the functional medicine world that if you have those issues, you may be a poor detoxer. You're not able to get rid of heavy metals that are like fish, tuna. You might want to keep eating that type of food at a low, but also taking 2 hot baths of Epsom salt a week. So if your child's having issues, you might want to give your child 2 Epsom salt baths a week. And of course, you can throw in some lavender oil or, adaptive oil in the bath salts. And also this comes with instructions too of how you could do it, but you could do a lot. You could put some black spruce in there. Be very careful with the eyes though, getting in the eyes. So again, you're not only just Epsom salt alone, just hot water alone can help you detox. Sauna can help you detox some of your heavy metals. But bath salts again does it, and then you add some oils, and wow, you potentiate your soothing effect. And cilantro, for instance, is well known for helping you to detox mercury. So there's coriander oil that you can get. Another thing. And then if you unleash the third kit, it has you can make it's a unscented body butter. You put it with whatever you want, whatever effect you're trying to conceive it with. Remember we talked about trees, citrus bliss, and lavender. Of course, that's well known. Lots of studies on that. They just did a study at Cedars last year on using that, and it just by using lavender, they were able to like cut their statistically cut down. I think it was like 25% of their use of anxiolytics, or benzodiazepines or Ativan, things like that, things that they were using for sleep. And then this is cool. It has adaptive calming mist, which has never been there before. And then serenity mist and balance rollerball. So those are cool. So anyway, that's just an example. And I think that's it. Is there anything else? I think that's it. So if you have any questions, I don't know if stuff is going on in the chat. Tina is.
Yeah, a lot of questions have been asked.
A lot of chat.
So if you
I'll stop.
What is a substitution for vetiver? What do we do for OCD? And so there's a lot written over there.
Oh, okay. Yeah, OCD definitely same thing. Adaptive. Okay, OCD definitely got to get the adaptive system.
Right.
Are there a lot of answers going on too? Let me see.
Yeah. We've answered everything.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, but was wondering. I know that was an awesome presentation. Some of you may have missed a slide and you want Dr. Lisa to go back so you could take a screenshot or something. Let us know. We want you to, go away from this session with some answers. Are there any screens that you want to see again?
Dr. Lisa, could you talk about the add-ons that are available?
Oh, I forgot. Yeah, I was going to do that. Oh, cool. Okay, let me share my screen once again. Here we go. I forgot to do that. I was going to just show you what my loyalty orders was looking like. So this is my little kit. So I'm preparing to order all 3 kits because I can't wait to see what's, get the next kit. But so for instance, oh wait, that's the relief and wellness. Sorry, let me go back. I want to go to the what mood and
down wellness programs.
Let me do this.
Okay.
So if I get the mind and mood, so I want to customize it, right? And I want to add, so if I purchase this, then I can get these things. So they're steady, and normally it's $15 wholesale, but now I can get it for $12. And steady is again, like, I guess balance for kids, would you say?
Yeah, it would be.
Oh, that's good. Just get them to where they need to be. Thinker is really important for them to focus. I have one by Nathan's little desk that he uses and he just rolls it on throughout the day while he's on Zoom for like 5 hours a day. It's ridiculous. It's a lot of hours per thing. And then there's the Copaiba soft gels, which normally is wholesale $32, but you're getting it for $25.60. So that's cool. And then the Serenity capsules is also discounted. Adaptive capsules are also discounted. And the La Luz diffuser. So that's gonna help you get your sleepy juice diffused on you throughout the night or even throughout the day. I diffuse sometimes when, for Nathan or for the kids. My son says I gas him. But sometimes he just kind of inhales it and blows out smoke.
That diffuser is very nice. It's very elegant. It's made of glass. Oh, very pretty. I have it in my bathroom. They do have plastic, high quality plastic ones too. So if you're diffusing around kids, there's that option too. But this is, look at, it's typically $42 and it's $37 when you add it on to that kit.
There's just no PB, but it, and just remember, just in case if it breaks, I mean, I doubt it would, but you know, some people have said that and they have an amazing return. You just return it and they'll just replace it very quickly. But most of my, actually all of my doterra diffusers are living long and prospering. So
Yes, I've ordered diffusers on Amazon too that are a little cheaper, but they also don't last as long.
yeah,
They're cheaper in quality.
my $12 diffusers are no longer.
Yes, yes.
So
I really appreciate you, Dr. Lisa, for doing this class, because especially during this time we're in the pandemic and people feel isolated and they're doing lots of things on Zoom.
On the video.
There, it's so
Kidding.
nice. It's such a happy place, such a nice solution to have essential oils to come through. Okay, any other questions? I'm going to try to mute whoever that is. Okay. Dr. Lisa is a wealth of knowledge, and all of us here too. Actually, you know what, Kathleen, can you share your story again? I love your story.
My antidepressant story.
Yes, yes, your mood.
Okay. My name's Kathleen. In 1990, I finally had a baby after many, many unsuccessful years. 2 months after he was born, I was diagnosed with the first of several autoimmune diseases. ITP was the first one, idiopathic thrombocytopenia purpura. And the prescription was massive doses of steroids. And I blew up like a blowfish. I couldn't stop crying. I was absolutely miserable. Of course, you don't sleep on steroids at that dose. And I started taking antidepressants because I couldn't stand the thought of my child growing up with a crying mama. So through the years, I was diagnosed with other autoimmune diseases and then diseases that were caused by the drugs I took for the autoimmune diseases. I'm diabetic, I have hypertension, just so many side effects from the drugs. Years ago, I was taking 15 different prescription medications when one of my implants fell out, and I was referred to Dr. Peter Lamb. And with one drop of peppermint, my whole life. It calmed me down. I could stop crying. I started the Lifelong Vitality, which totally changed my perspective. In 3 days, there was a little glimmer of hope. I didn't wake up with those negative thoughts in my brain. And I was able to get up and do a few things. And, you know, over the course of the last 2 years, everything's gotten better. You know, it's not every day forward. Some days I'm not doing as well. I give myself grace because, you know, we're human. I did a lot of the emotional oils. I did all of them, diffused them, put them on. I just love Forgive. I love Cheer. And then a year ago, doTERRA introduced Adaptive. And in 3 days, I stopped crying. I used to carry Kleenexes in my bra because everything made me cry. Happiness, sadness, thinking about past things, thinking about the future, everything made me cry. And I stopped crying. And when I got home from convention, my girlfriend was over, she'd been with me there. My husband came out and asked, what is it that you did to her? Because she's different. And the difference was that I actually apologized to him for something when I hadn't apologized for anything for a very long time. I was so wrapped up in me, I couldn't get past me. So that started me back to where I am now. Instead of 15 prescriptions, I take only one, and that's the thyroid medication I take I had thyroid cancer, so I have to take thyroid every day anyway. But each prescription that I got off of, which includes antidepressants, narcotics, anti-anxiety, sinus, stomach problems, the side effects for every other little thing, I did under medical supervision. They weren't always as thrilled to supervise me, but I insisted, you know, we have to be our own best advocate. We have to stand up for what we know, what we want for ourselves. And I was able to do it. And it's like a whole new life.
Thank you so much, Kathleen. I love your story. And I just feel like it's such a hopeful story. It provides hope for so many people. So thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yay, people are clapping. Yay. Okay. Are there any other questions? Okay. Thank you, Dr. Lisa. Let's all clap for Dr. Lisa too. For the reaction there. She did a great job. So knowledgeable and so willing to share always. Thank you.
You know, Dr. Tina,
Yes.
I would really like to say that, you know, the oils work, but the support of this group has been phenomenal for me. There's always a place to go. You know, you make your individual little friends, but the group, there isn't anyone I've reached out to within our doTERRA family that hasn't been open and willing to share their knowledge or whatever they need. And sometimes it's been emergency, you know, you need it right now. You can't post it and hope someone will do it. You call them and they always answer. It's, you know, and I try to do the same. So, you know, it's through the grace of God in this group who's really
Yeah.
welcoming and helpful and not judgmental, you know.
Thank you. Thank
Never
you.
before said I was on antidepressants for 28 years, you know. People look at you like, whoa, funny farm. Yeah.
You teach us so much. And so when we say, you know, there's many doctors here that can share with you tips, I really think that we learn from those who are non-doctors too, sometimes even more. So we appreciate you being open enough to share. I really feel like we are all connected, even if we're not part of this doTERRA community, but we're just connected as humans. And, you know, kindness goes a long way. So thank you for coming, everyone. If there's any other questions or you want to share anything, please do so. You think it will help somebody.
Hi, it's Suzanne. I know you answered the question about blood pressure, but is there any way that I could get that? It's hard to write it all down today.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah.
there-
Oh, right. Yes. Are you a part of my Facebook group?
I'm not really using Facebook at the moment, but
Oh, okay.
Dr. Linda,
Mhm.
she texts me. I'm Denise Yamamoto's friend.
Yes, we know you. I know you, Suzanne.
Yeah.
Okay,
So-
we'll get that to you, definitely.
okay.
I can text it to Dr. Linda and she can text it to you.
Oh, that'd be so awesome. Yeah, thank you so much.
Oh,
This has been a great class.
Oh, we're so happy you're here. We're here again next week, same time, same place. We're covering oils for young and old.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Thanks, Suzanne.
Thank you
I'm
so
gonna
much.
text to Dr. Linda right now.
Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you. Okay, so this wraps up the class today. The second half of this class is about 10 minutes of how to share essential oils. So let's say you just love this, you want to share it with others, and you want to teach them how to have their own account, then stick around for the next 10 minutes. I'm going to go through that briefly. We are living in unprecedented times. So, you know, people are losing their jobs and people want to work from home now. And doTERRA is actually something that will do that for you if that's something that you want. Okay?
Yeah, Tina, I think they're asking for the code for the class. Do they get that before?
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry. Sorry. I would have to say that the code is adaptive. Dr. Lisa's favorite stress oil. Okay, adaptive. Hi, Maria. Hi, Auntie Christine. Hi, Alan. So many. Hi, Bethany.
Oh, and then this will be posted to the Facebook page,
Yeah,
Dr. Tina's
yeah.
Health Essentials.
Yeah, so if I put this on the Dr. Tina's Health Essentials units, and so all the continuing education is there. They're all excellent, all different teachers. And if you go and you watch the recording of each one, you write down 2 things that you learned from each one, then you're eligible again for the gift. So the gift is a $35 oil product or oil of your choice from the person that introduced you to doTERRA after you complete the 8 courses. Okay? All right, any other questions? Okay. All right. Okay, Lisa, do you have those other slides?
Sure, sorry. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Hold on. Sorry.
And I see Evelyn here too. I saw her. Is she gone now? It was good to see you here, Evelyn. Maria. Hi, Maria.
Okay.
Okay, great. Oh, okay, awesome.
Tell
Thank
me,
you.
go to the next one.
Okay, so this is about doTERRA, sharing doTERRA. Okay. Okay, next slide, Lisa. Okay, so there's 3 types of people that come to doTERRA, and at any time you may switch from one person to the next. Someone who just wants to live the essential oil lifestyle, that's the first type of person. Second type of person is someone who wants to share. They're sitting here going, oh, my friend son has OCD, and my aunt has bad back pain, how can I share this with them? And then the third is someone who wants to build this to earn an income from home. Okay, next slide. Okay, so where are you? Are you in a traditional job where you're trading hours for dollars? There's limit on advancements and earnings. You're building someone else's dream and you have a limited time freedom, or a direct sales model, which is what doTERRA is where you go and you teach others that want to learn about essential oils and their products, how to get them. So that leads to actually residual income, no limits on advancements, building your dream, and the freedom to choose your schedule. Next slide. Okay, so why doTERRA? Because there's lots of different direct sales companies out there. One slide back, Lisa, please. Thank you. So doTERRA is the most tested, most trusted essential oil company in the world. There's actually at this point, this slide is a couple years old. There are 10 million customers now. It's growing so quickly. Actually, this whole pandemic has caused a huge bump in doTERRA's growth because people are home. They're realizing that their health is so important nowadays. And so they're turning to natural options that they can just order. It comes to their home. And so you don't even have to go and teach a class or anything. We would help you teach it, and people just get their own account and order. That's how easy it is. It's just a matter of spreading the word. So essential oils are used by doctors and hospitals now worldwide. doTERRA is the most prolific, most popular brand right now. It is more expensive, not the most expensive, however, but you pay for what you get. I mean, the quality is just unsurpassed, and it's a brand that I trust. The growth of doTERRA is similar to Apple. I mean, that says a lot about them. That's how quickly they have grown. The retention rate is 65%. So people who order one time, 65% of them will order again. And it's such a good product, and it makes a lot of sense because they're coming straight from plants. People know that plants are good for them. What's unique about doTERRA is they create partnerships with the growers so that these oils are what we would call sustainable, meaning that in years to come, you're going to have access to that oil because of the relationship that doTERRA has with its farmers. And it's a good one. doTERRA takes care of their farmers. They pay them on time, fair wages. If they need running water, if they need a hospital, if they need schools, they will help them build them because they know that if they help that community to rise, they can do a better job at growing these amazing plants that are bottled into essential oils. The growers are usually not from United States. United States, there's one oil from here that's peppermint, but everything else like vetiver comes from Africa. And so many other, like frankincense comes from Somalia. And what that does is it's created this global economy, this global ability to help many people rise up and to have a cash crop, something that they can take care of their families with. doTERRA is a privately owned company. They are debt-free, and so they're very well poised. They're doing very well. Okay, next slide. Okay, so are you hauling buckets or are you building a pipeline? So a pipeline is when you have residual income, when you don't have to show up to that job, yet you're still able to get paid. Okay, next slide. Okay, great. So how would you make an income with doTERRA? The first is the sample, and this is just caring for people, saying, you know, I noticed that you like natural things. You have this problem. Can I sample you an essential oil? You don't have to sample them because sometimes they are just ready to order right away. And then that's when you help them to get an account. teach. Teach is really, really pivotal. As you can see here, we have a very strong teaching team, and we really want to provide that value for you. The next is to enroll. So it doesn't do any good if you just share, and then you don't help that person to have their own account, because when they have their own account, they have the ability to order on their own, delivered to them at the time that they need it. Okay, and then they're also more inclined to learn more if you're not just giving them the oil. Okay, the third is support. So this is where we have the CE every week, and this is also where we have our Facebook group, and then now we are doing a text drip where we are sending out little messages to teach you. Okay, all right, next slide. Okay, so this is an income opportunity. For you, some of you, this might like not turn you off, you know, it's like, oh, I'm not interested in it. I just want to share it. You can just share it, that's fine. Because what you can do is whatever commission you get will pay for your product, or pay for your product to give more away. Okay, but let's say, you know, you do need to support your family, and doTERRA might be a way for you. There definitely is something substantial here. You know, just don't think it's, oh, it's just the oil company, hokey, whatever. You know, they are so well established that you can replace your income. And okay, so this is a timeline here. In about 3 months, if you're working and sharing, you know, you can make about $300 a month. That's not that much, but hey, that pays for groceries and gas. And then after 6 months of sharing, you can make up to about $800 to $900. All right. And then the neat thing is that as you're sharing, you really are changing people's lives, not only from a health standpoint, but from a financial standpoint too, because the way doTERRA is operated is that you cannot rise in rank unless you are helping those in your organization to rise up in their skills to share, and helping them build their organizations too. And so that's what I love about it. It really, in their compensation plan, is built in a lot of team mentality. Okay, then after a year and a half, silver is the usual rank, and that's about $2,000 a month. And then gold, after about 2.5 years, about $5,000 a month. Okay, platinum, about $9,000 a month after 3 years, and diamond, $16,000 a month after 4 years. So I can tell you that this is real. You know, I'm at blue diamond now. I'm a baby blue. So I'm not making $39,000 a month, no. But you know, I'm solid at diamond. When I don't hit blue, I'm solid at diamond, and that income does come in. And so that's been a game changer for our family. Okay, next slide. Okay, so you know, what would residual income do for you? Just think about that. Okay, and you don't have to be a doctor to do this. Our team is very unique in that we have a lot of doctors, but anyone can do this. Really, anyone who's caring, who's willing to learn and to teach can do this. Okay, next slide. Okay, how much time is involved? So 3 to 5 hours per week will pay for your product. If you want to supplement your income, then there's going to have to be more work put in, 10 to 15 hours a week. To replace your income, 15 to 30 hours. Okay, next slide. All right, so could this work for you? If you're passionate about oils, you care about people, and you're able to follow a system and get things done, then this could work for you. And I actually have a really awesome thing to share with you. We have a group called Elevate to Elite. I think we should have called it like the happy place or something, because the group is so much fun. There's a blue diamond from Alaska and a blue diamond from Canada who are partnering with me. And there's like about 60 people in this group, and all of us are committed to learning more about our oils and sharing about the oils. So if you want something that's positive in your life right now, something that's going to keep you busy and keep you in a very happy, positive place, because all of the people in this group, I tell you, they are just happy, kind people, then join us, because we're starting this Monday actually to do some business launches. Okay. And let me know in the chat if you're interested in this. I can add you to the Facebook group. Okay, next slide, Lisa. Okay, so what's the next step? Identify what type of person you are. Remember I said there's 3 types of people. The first is someone who likes the healthy lifestyle, is fine just living it that way. Second, someone who wants to share it. Okay, and the third, someone wants to make an income with it, right? Identify where you are, and then I will help you plug in to where you need to be and what system to follow to get where you want to go. All right. So, okay, next slide. Okay, so suddenly, it's just time to start a new thing. So just want to say thanks for coming. If you need something positive to do for others, for your own health, then perhaps you want to do more than just live your own natural lifestyle, but you want to share. So then I can plug you in. Okay. All right. Thank you, everyone. That's the end of our class. Any questions?
Thank you, Tina. Thank you, Lisa, for your invite. And I really appreciate I know I came in late. I had an emergency, but I'm very pleased to have learned what I've learned from Dr. Lisa and Tina. So
Oh,
I just wanted to tell you how appreciative I am.
oh, thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you.
Do you work with Dr. Lisa?
Yeah, actually, well, I'm her patient,
Oh,
and
yes. I think you're
for
gonna be
years,
better, right? Yeah.
many years.
Oh, I know.
So,
Dr. Lisa's such a
yeah.
blessing.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you, Tina, were the one who dropped off some oils for my ex-husband because he was feeling really, really sick
Oh,
at the
was that
beginning of
Pomona, right?
Pomona.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah, I remember that.
Yes.
Oh, good. I'm glad you got it. I hope you guys are all feeling better now.
It's one of
Yeah,
our
yeah.
emergency drop-offs. We do a lot of
Yeah.
we have a lot of emergency drop-offs.
Yeah. Yeah, we do. Because we really know that the oils work, and so we're committed to
yes.
that. And sometimes it's a matter of really getting it in your hands right away. So let us know
Yeah.
if you need an emergency drop-off. Thank you.
Yeah, so I know a
you.
lot of my patients and friends, they'll take a picture of what they have because I mean, there's a lot of overlap, a lot of replacements and substitutions. So they don't even know they have what they need at hand. So nice.
Yeah, it happened to me.
Okay. All right. So have a happy Sunday. We're going to go celebrate my sister-in-law and brother-in-law's birthday now. Okay, I'm going to end.
So yeah, you know what? Regarding the lunches, I would be interested, except I work. Eventually, in a few months, I will, God willing, retire.